A little bit about anterior shoulder impingement. I just kind of wanted to run you guys through an assessment that we would do in the office to determine whether the treatment is appropriate. So first thing we're going to do is kind of a postural assessment. Again, a lot of people live in the technology world. They do have that concavity in the chest, the head that sticks forward. All of this is creating an environment in the shoulder where impingement is much more likely to occur. So what we're going to try to do is correct that posture. So the other thing that I want to check is if his scapulae wing, if the shoulder blades on his back stick out at all. Ideally, those shoulder blades would be glued to the spine or to the rib cage and do a really good job of stabilizing the shoulder. But people have a tendency to let those scapulae wing a little bit, get the fingers right underneath there a little. That tendency, again, would drop the shoulder forward, creating a poor environment for the shoulder to move through. The last thing we want to check is whether he has scapular dyskinesis, or whether the shoulder blades just don't behave on the back the way that we expect them to behave. So I'm just going to have him bring his arm straight out into abduction, all the way up above his head. And what I'm looking for and feeling for is just clean movement of the scapula and sort of this lateral and upward movement here. We want to make sure that everything's moving uniformly and that the shoulders are stabilizing well. So one of the things that we're going to want to control with home care is the ability for him to stabilize the scapula. Again, the scapula acts like the hinge if the shoulder is the door, right? So if the hinge is broken, the door is broken. We really want to make sure that he has good, solid stabilization through his scapula, so his shoulder has a solid foundation to move from. One of the exercises that we find to be useful for that is called YTWL. So what I'm going to do is have Connor get into a big giant YMCA position and have him pull those shoulder blades together in the back, try to keep the hands out of his field of view, and then keeping those shoulder blades retracted, he's going to go slowly from a Y to a T, down into a W, and then all the way into this sort of double L position at the end, all of which are going to help stabilize the muscles and increase the strength of the muscles, serve to stabilize the scapula.